we are at the end of the season. We're doing this now. We're doing the tier maker. We're gonna make some tiers. That's not the way it works. So yeah, it's the end of the season, and as we do every time we end the season, Knucklehead Knockoffs, that we've done all the other times, or I guess just moving forward, we do a tier listing of all the games we played, all the knockoffs, and we rank them. See what's gonna be best. So let's start at the beginning of the season. It seems like a pretty good place to start. Unfortunately, after that point, I won't remember what happens when. So I'm scrolling back because I deleted everything. All right, so gun. Gun comes first. How would you rank gun?
I would give Gun a solid A.
I agree. Gun is a solid A game. It showed its age, but it did everything we expected of it. Next game was Blades of Time. So Blades of Time was our Devil May Cry, Tomb Raider, Bayonetta ripoff.
Right.
Hot Girl, two blades, pretty good action. We didn't get any of the action, but like...
I'd give that one an A. What it promised, it delivered on for the most part.
Yeah. I feel like there's see with Gun,
I'd give it a high B plus, but we don't have a system quite that.
yeah, we're not that granular. That one. Okay, I feel like the more you go in, the more interesting it's gonna be with different techniques and stuff that you can pull out to take care of situations. But
well, we would hope that that's what it does. If it does, then it's definitely earned the A rating.
okay, yeah.
On the other end of the scale, have you ever played Deadpool?
No, but I'm very familiar with it.
Yeah. It's something else that starts giving you lots and lots of cool toys to play with, and then just stops about 3 levels in, and the rest of the game is the exact same gameplay, but they replace the regular enemies with mini bosses.
Yeah. I feel like it progresses fairly linearly. Like it's going to get better. Not just that it's going to just end at a certain point and be shitty the rest of it.
Yeah.
All right, what was the next game? The next game was Gemini, Heroes Reborn, which I learned when I was building this. There's actually another Heroes Reborn game. So really, it's Heroes Reborn Gemini, not Gemini Heroes Reborn, even though that's the way it shows up in Steam.
Remind me what this one was a knockoff of?
Half-Life. You could.
That's right.
You could go back in time, and you could control things with your mind, and
I'd give it a B.
See, I feel like it's better than that. But
I'll defer to you because you're the one who played it, but it looked kind of clunky. Not that Half-Life isn't clunky, but Half-Life is also a lot older.
Half-Life is very clunky.
Half-Life shows its age. Something derived off of Half-Life should have learned from its mistakes.
Yeah. Specifically Half-Life 2, which has also shown its age. But okay, I'll agree with that. All right, then Rodina.
Ooh.
That, it's very different from all the other games. Cuz it's a one-person indie game who's done all the work to build out a a universe and stuff. So this was our No Man's Sky knockoff.
Yeah, I would give it an A for ambition, but execution C, maybe D.
Yeah, I was super excited for this game, but I agree. I'm gonna give it a C just from the chance that it'll get better because it
Yeah.
is still being worked on. I think. All right, then our Wolfenstein 3D knockoff, Super 3D Noah's Ark. It's exactly the same as Wolfenstein 3D. So, where would you rank Wolfenstein 3D on this list?
Hmm.
Because that's just what it's going to be. It is the exact same game, skinned differently. I think for the positive.
It's the exact same game, but let's see, when did the two of them come out compared to each other?
I don't know. I mean, like we've got an updated version, so you know the quality is higher. Um, I'm looking to
Ah,
see.
there's a Wikipedia page on Super Noah's Ark. When was this updated?
1994 is when 3D Noah's Ark came out.
That was the original for the SNES.
You're
And
right.
then the MS-DOS came out in 95, and then ported to Windows in 2015.
Yep. So yeah, 94 is the earliest. When was Wolfenstein?
92.
Okay, so 2 years after.
For 2 years, I guess. I guess in the interest of fairness, I would give it a B, but I want to rate it lower.
Okay, we're giving it a B. It's a great game. It's horrible. All right, time for our Elite Dangerous knockoff, Disputed Space. Um,
Gonna be honest, I don't remember that one at all.
this is, you know what? Add row below. This is gonna be F tier. Disputed Space goes to F tier. It's not good at all. It's horrible. There was nothing to do the whole time. We weren't sure we were going to finish the intro level.
I still don't remember this at all.
F tier. um, all right, so Infestation, the new Z. So this is the one with the coward.
Ah, right. Hmm. I'd say somewhere between a B and a C.
B and a C. Okay.
Because it looked to me like the concept was good, but the game didn't explain anything. You had to figure it out on your own.
No, I think it's probably a C game, but the fact that we only touched one of its game modes is gonna put it at B for me.
Okay.
Just because there's more to it we didn't even touch, and we weren't going to. Rogue Trooper.
Hmm.
This was our Mass Effect ripoff.
Yeah, it looked to me like a cross between Mass Effect and Republic Commando.
Yeah, except we lost all of our commandos immediately. Like we got them and then they died, and then they became obnoxious uh, speakers in our head.
Yeah, but you could still do the squad mate things. You just didn't actually have squad mates anymore.
I guess so. I guess you're right. So I know you like both of those games because both of those games are good. Republic
Yeah,
Commando, especially.
yeah.
It would be nice if they would make a new one of those.
I'm almost scared that they might try to make a new one.
Yeah. I mean, it's the sort of thing that I would want the same team back on. Just because they've done it right once, and also they're the ones most likely to be interested in making the game better, not making the game more profitable.
Yeah. What I'm worried about is the squad AI. The
Yeah.
squad AI was the big selling point back then.
Oh yeah.
Back then, the squad AI was amazing. These days, it's kind of clunky, but it's still serviceable.
Yeah.
But it would be hard to really get the balance between actually improving it and still making it feel the same.
Yeah. So where would you rank Rogue Trooper?
I'm gonna say low A.
Low A? Okay. Okay. I'll I'll go with that. It can be in the A tier. Skyrim's up next.
Yeah, honestly, this one felt more Dragon Age than Skyrim to me. I've never really. I have played like the first 45 minutes of Skyrim. That's about it.
All right. Well, you said that Bound by Flame was more Dragon Age.
That's right. Okay, yeah.
This is the one where I kicked. That's
Right.
the only
This is
one.
the kick game.
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna
Which
say B.
again, we barely touched the game. I'd say
Yeah.
this is B tier unless you add in mods, in which case it's S tier.
Yes.
Because just like Skyrim, Skyrim is a B tier game that if you add in mods becomes S tier.
Yep.
Or maybe Skyrim's an A, which becomes best if. So yeah, B tier's good for that. Now, Bound by Flame, the Fable stroke Dragon Age game.
Right. Um.
Honestly, this is one of the best games. Like we didn't touch it much, I feel like, because we got past the intro story.
Yeah.
Which we didn't even do for Velvet Assassin, in my opinion. But like whew.
I wouldn't give it an S, but definitely high A.
Okay,
What do you think?
I'm giving it an S. Honestly, of these games, well, all right, I'll put it back down to A. I'll put it back down to A. That way we can have some competition for the best game. Velvet Assassin. Like I mentioned, we didn't even finish the intro.
Yeah. Gonna say C for that one.
Yeah. I own Hitman. I had never played it until actually this week. Where I was like, we're gonna be playing this game that's based off of it. 90% of the games we've played so far, I haven't played the game that's based off of, so I might as well do at least one of them. And so I played Hitman. Hitman is a genuinely fun game. It's really enjoyable, and you can play it whichever way you want, which is always like you can go sneaky sneak, or you could just run in with an assault rifle and gun everyone down. They're both valid.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Hitman is actually non-linear.
Yeah, Hitman
Velvet
is.
Assassin's not.
Yeah, Hitman is a genuinely good game that I suggest people play. But yeah, Velvet Assassin is C tier. All right, and then time for the last one. This is best tier, of course, right?
I'm gonna say D.
D for did not finish.
Well, obviously, it gets really bad marks for not having any player base at all.
Yeah.
But at the same time, we didn't actually get to play the game, so we can't say with definitive assuredness that the tournament.
I like the fact that we are rating a game you cannot play because there are not 16 people in the world willing to play this game over a game that only requires one person, and we did play it for like 50 minutes, which is longer than we should have. Yeah, okay. Disputed Space, get wrecked. Alright, so we have our games, our 12 games are divvied out. Which one of these games is the best of its type? Like, of the A tier, we have Gun, we have Blades of Time, we have Rogue Trooper, and we have Bound by Flame.
So it's between Gun and Bound by Flame.
Okay, you're saying they're above Blades of Time? I'd say Rogue Trooper is kind of low A, so I'll agree with the other two. But you're kicking out Blades of Time from the start.
Blades of Time, it was good but not outstanding.
Okay.
Gun was outstanding for its time. Bound by Flame was just good in general.
Yeah.
I honestly can't remember what the title of the Devil May Cry one was. It just doesn't stick in my head.
Blades of Time.
Blades of Time. That one, to me, it looked like it was above average for when it was made, but still very much following in the footsteps of other better games.
Okay. So, between Bound by Flame and Gun. So, Bound by Flame is certainly newer.
Yeah.
Certainly newer. Gun does not look good. But
yeah,
it has...
Gun... The graphics certainly haven't aged well.
No. The story was pretty good. The voice acting is fantastic. I mean, we're talking about some people that are real, actual voice actors who are in more things than just Bound by Flame. I mean, genuinely good voice acting and storytelling. Gameplay, it was also old. One thing I will ding Gun on is I feel like we saw the majority of the game. There's still going to be missions that add, the missions can be different. Because it's, now instead of you're on a riverboat, now you're horseback riding through this mine and you get a cannon, or this other, maybe you get a early machine gun, and you get to do that while it's mounted somewhere. But I feel like the mechanics we played with are the mechanics you get.
Yeah, that's a complaint that can be held against Red Dead Redemption as well.
Yeah, so I feel like we might have already seen the end game of Gun. Bound by Flame, we just dipped the tip in, and there's a whole lot more there.
We scratched the surface. That's a whole RPG.
So
there's two ways of looking at this, and I can't decide which should be the deciding factor.
Okay.
One, for when it was made, is absolutely a superior piece of game.
Yeah.
But it hasn't aged well.
No. And
the other
it has aged a lot.
Yeah. The other is definitely an above average specimen of the genre, but it's much newer. If you put the two side by side for when they were made, I would say Gun was a better game in the early 2000s than Bound by Flame was in the late teens.
That's fair. That's fair. What
But
about
on the other hand, in terms of which one I would actually want to play all the way through, I've got to give it to Bound by Flame.
Okay. I'll give it one more question. Which game do you think is a better representation of what it's knocking off? So like which one is better, Gun versus Red Dead Revolver or Bound by Flame versus Dragon Age Fable? I'd say based off of Fable, I'd say that Bound by Flame is better, but I've never played Dragon Age.
I've never played Fable.
I've never played Fable either, but I have seen Fable, so.
Given what I've seen of Fable, I think I'd have to actually give this to Gun.
Oh, really?
I think Gun is a better Red Dead Redemption than Bound by Flame is a Fable or a Dragon Age. Here's why. Fable had so much more you could do in the game than just the combat. There was a lot of world building, for lack of a better term.
Okay, yeah.
And Dragon Age had a much more strategic combat system with allies and the ability to freeze time and give them orders and things like that.
Okay. All right. Whereas
Bound by Flame it looks like it's just single player the whole way through.
Yeah, it
single character.
Well, here's the thing. Like I said, we just dipped the tip end. I feel like
we did, but
the
even by the
sexy sorceress character was going to join us.
Yeah, I can agree with that, but you get your first squad mate in Dragon Age within the first 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Probably less.
Okay.
It's really something the game gives you straight out from the onset. You learn how to use them very early and very quickly.
Yeah, because it's one of the core mechanics of the game.
Yeah. So if we played Bound by Flame for an hour and we didn't get any squad mates.
We did not play Bound by Flame for an hour.
How long did we play?
I mean, max we're playing these for is like 40 minutes. Little over half an hour, if we can.
Okay, so still, if at the half-hour point we only suspect that we're getting a squad mate, and we still can't actually say for sure.
Yeah. Well, here's what I'm gonna do. We've got good points going for both Gun and Bound by Flame, but the reason why we're picking a best game is because next season we're actually going to come back and re-review the whatever game we determine is best here. I think since we already know the end of Gun, I mean, there's going to be little mini games where you hunt the wanted man, just like there was the same mini game for killing the wolves and hunting the cavalry, and it's going to be the same mini game for mining gold. It's just going to be, here, go mine gold, and it's going to take you to a place, and you're going to walk up to gold and click it, and then you'll win. I'm going to give it to Bound by Flame personally. Do you agree?
So for me, coming at it from a different perspective, I said that as far as actual gameplay is concerned, which one would be more fun to play overall, which one makes for better gameplay. that goes to Bound by Flame. And honestly, that seems like a pretty good tiebreaker to me, so I agree.
Okay. Well, oops. Bound by Flame is moving up to best, and we have our winner. So if you have to get a game, get Bound by Flame. And if you need a runner-up, go with Gun.
Yep.
Because Gun is good. And any of the games B or higher are good. So I wouldn't dip below B.
Yeah, no.
And some of the B games are low Bs. So
I personally would stick to A, but
yeah. A is safe. So, all right. Well, this has been Knucklehead Knockoffs. We're gonna take a break from Knucklehead Knockoffs. We're actually going to switch to a different type of show entirely, except very similar to this right now. You're gonna be running a ranking show, right?
Yep.
All right.
Rank amateurs.
Rank amateurs. That's a brilliant name. Did you come up with that right now?
I've had it for a while.
Okay, you'd never told. So
I'm pretty sure I did.
Oh, I hadn't heard it from you yet. So brilliant. Okay, so yeah, we'll do a show built around Tier Maker and come back and see our opinions on things, because everyone's got an asshole. I mean opinion. If you want to voice your own opinions on the list we make, feel free to come, and we'll be doing do you have any idea what the first episode is going to look like? I know it's 2 weeks away, but
I've got some stuff written down.
That's good.
So did we say we're doing 2 episodes or 4 episodes per stream?
4 episodes per stream.
Okay, so our first 4 episodes are going to be old memes, holidays from other countries,
Oh gosh.
anime that neither of us have seen,
Good luck.
and slang of the 20s.
Slang of the 20s. Of
1920s.
Of the 1920s. Okay. Okay. Yeah, good luck with the anime we haven't seen, because I'm a fucking weeb. So so good luck. But yeah, join us for that in a couple weeks when we do that.
But it's going to be anime that at least one of us haven't seen. Ideally, neither of us.
Okay. Yeah, watch it be like, wow, I've seen all of these.
I'll make sure to consult with you to find something you haven't seen.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll see y'all next time. And stay safe.
Thanks for coming.
Bye.
Bye.
Summer Colored High School, Adolescent Record. A summer at school on an island where I contemplate how the first day after I transferred, I ran into a childhood friend and was forced to join the journalism club where, while my days as a paparazzi kid with great scoops made me rather popular among the girls, but strangely my camera is full of panty shots and where my candid romance is going.